Hi everyone and welcome to Writing 213 in summer of 2023. I'm your professor, Carrie Aldrich, and welcome to our Google Classroom. So if you are completely new to Google Classroom or Google Docs, I recommend that you start by taking this short tutorial on how Google Docs works. If this is something you've been working with before, go ahead and skip it. You're probably ready to go. So each week I'll provide you with a short video explaining what's up for that week. This week I'm also going to give you a short overview to our classroom. The first document you should be sure to read is our course syllabus. You'll need to read the course syllabus and take a short quiz over it before you can finish week 1 of the class. Let me see if I can move this over. So you'll notice that I've used accessibility features in the syllabus, and so you can toggle over to this table of contents and find any information that you're looking for. Make sure that you read it carefully and that you're ready to pass a quiz. That's a requirement for getting past week 1 of the classroom. You'll notice that there's a link here to enter my virtual office hours. I'll be in there every Tuesday or Thursday from 12 to 2, but you can also schedule an appointment with me. I have a pretty flexible schedule this summer. Most of the time on the weekends, my son and I will be out camping or adventuring. And so if you don't hear from me over the weekend, don't worry, although some weekends I'll be in town. But during the week I'll mostly be around and I can meet flexibly. I've also given you my personal phone number here. You can call or text me between 9 and 6 between Monday and Friday. Please don't text me early in the morning, late at night, or on the weekends. I've also provided you with a course directory, and this should be one of your first stops this semester. The course directory will allow you to communicate with your classmates during the peer review activities. Thanks, Charles, for already getting us started here. I want you to make sure that you include your name. You have to include your UAA email address because that's how you share information with your classmates. If you're willing to include your phone number, that could be convenient if you're working on a project together, peer reviewing one another's papers and want to collaborate in some way. And if you have social media, you can also include that here. You can also find the course breakdown by week here in this document. So you can see that this week you'll complete the introduction, a syllabus quiz, and a science communication inventory. You can find work for the rest of the semester by week in this document. We'll have 3 major projects for the class: a career research project, a research essay in which you are exploring a problem in your field, and a multimodal project. Your final exam will be a reflection. If you have connectivity issues, I encourage you to access this tab. And if you're looking for an APA style template, you can find one here. Google Docs works in such a way that if you wanted to just make a copy of this document and make it your own, you could. This is already formatted for an APA style paper. So you can just access this template, make a copy of it, and be ready to go. When students ask a question, I add it to my frequently asked questions, and so you can find answers to these questions here. Feel free to pose more. I also want to point out that the Google Classroom is interactive, not so much from the teacher's point of view, but from the student's point of view. Underneath every assignment, you have the ability to ask me a question. You can ask it publicly or you can ask it privately. If you have the courage to do so, I encourage you to ask your questions publicly, because if you have a question, it's likely someone else does too. So feel free to respond to anything here in the classroom. That's one of the reasons why I use this venue, and make sure you're asking questions. Each week I'll provide you with media. It used to be that writing was just something that you read on the page. Nowadays, writing is multimodal. Sometimes I'll give you a traditional chapter to read. Sometimes it will be an infographic or a video or a meme. This week, I've given you a video from our librarian who has made a short video helping to remind you about how to search for scholarly materials. This will provide important information you'll use throughout the rest of the semester, so make sure you pay attention. Your first assignment is due on the 17th. It is an introduction, so you can open this shared Google Doc. I've given you some instructions here about what to write. And then on page 1, I've provided you with my introduction. I filled the page, and then when you get here, go ahead and move on to the next page and write your introduction. Each one of you will fill up a page. This gives you the ability to share with me, with your classmates, and to get to know each other a little bit before you're working together in class. I've also asked you to add a photo or an icon to the classroom and to your email address so that it's not just your name and a blank image. Something else can help us in this asynchronous environment to distinguish one another. By the 17th, I also need you to take this short syllabus quiz. So you'll open up this quiz and answer these short questions about our syllabus. And I am realizing here I didn't ask you for your name, so I'll go back and make that change next. The last thing that you'll need to do this week by the 20th is a science communication inventory. This is similar to the introduction, but it's asking you specifically about your experience with science reading and writing. And so you can find my response here, and I'll look forward to seeing your responses below. Each week I'll provide you with a video that gives you a short overview to the class like this one. This one's a little bit longer because I also introduced you to the classroom. I look forward to working with you all this semester. Make sure that you communicate with me if you have questions. I'm here. You can contact me by email or phone or here in the classroom. Take care, everyone, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.